How are you doing, cake eaters? It's Producer Guy Phil, and we are back with some more NHL 17 content really quick. Hey friends, be sure to click that like and subscribe button. We're getting even closer to 5K and even closer to NHL 18. Are you hyped? Man, I'm pretty hyped. I am not going to lie. I am so hyped to get started on a new hockey game. And don't forget, one person is still going to win a Young Stars copy of NHL 18 and a t-shirt. And if we hit 5K by the launch of NHL 18, 2 people are getting Young Stars copies. That's exciting. That is really, really exciting. But do you know what else is exciting? Some good hockey news. And today we got a big topic. That is Leon Draisaitl, the man Dry, the 3rd overall pick himself, re-signing back in oil country. I had no doubts at all that he would absolutely re-sign, and he is re-signing for $8.5 million per year for $68 million total. Wow. Holy jumpins, 8 years for 8.5. That's a great contract. I know what you're thinking. The Caps are screwed for cap room. What are they going to do? They're not going to be able to re-sign anybody. I don't know why. Apparently you all sound like that. I'm sorry. But I am excited because Leon Draisaitl is an A-class caliber player. Okay, look at how many points he put up this year alone. In 82 games, he put up 77 points. Yes, 77 points in 82 games. And he had very strong line mates. He played predominantly on a line with Connor McDavid, which, you know, that's pretty good company to play with, and Patrick Maroon, which, you know what? That's not bad. He played 70.2% of his lines with that. All right, so over the last 5 years, before this season, he put up 51 points in 72 games, which is pretty good. And in 37 games, he only put up 9 points, but that was on a very Connor McDavid-less bad Edmonton Oilers team. So you know what? That is completely understandable. But you know what? Leon Draisaitl's ceiling is so high, in all honesty. Literally, he has so much more potential to actually grow. His shooting percentage on 5 on 5 is 9.74, which is really good. His points per 60, 3.0, not too shabby at all. That is some fancy stats, so I won't get too far into that. But what I do want to break down is the intangible that Leon Draisaitl adds, and that is a high-powered offense to a good high-powered playmaker in Connor McDavid. Now, people see Connor McDavid, he is this, you know, he won the Ted Lindsay this year, he won the Art Ross for points, but the thing is that McDavid is such a dynamic player because of his speed, that he can make opportunities for himself and his teammates. When he can get into those open areas, he can get the puck, he can make great plays, he's got great hockey vision. Same with Draisaitl, but Draisaitl himself, I think, personally has just as good as a finish as McDavid. So he can put the puck in the back of the net a lot more, and he is a very good player to have in fantasy. Someone dropped him, I think, around the Christmas time, and I picked him up, and I don't think he averaged, like, depending on how you play with, like, your points grading and stuff like that, I don't think he averaged any less than 9 points for, like, more than, like, 3 games. So, for example, like, out of, like, last 30 or something games, he only got less than 9 points, I think, 3 times, which is not too bad at all, in all honesty. Like, that is not too shabby for a player of his caliber. But I know what you're thinking. How does this affect their cap? So, if we're going to talk about big cap teams, we got to talk about the Blackhawks, how they have, what, 21 million tied in 2 players. But you know what? Look what happened to them. They all of a sudden became a willy-nilly dynasty. Will they get back to that level? They still have a lot of talent there. They still 100% have a lot of talent there. So it's absolutely possible that they stay there. But the Edmonton Oilers now have, what is it, 21 million, again, tied up in 2 players. But again, these players, they're young. Draisaitl is only 21. Connor McDavid is only 20 now. He is only 20. He has, again, you can't even begin to talk about McDavid's potential because we all know what his ceiling is. There is no ceiling with Connor McDavid. But when it comes to Leon Draisaitl, he just has, again, so much potential to grow. And look at the players still around him. Milan Lucic, yeah, he's 29. His contract might suck. He's still at $6 million for what? The next, like, ooh, that's looking 2023, 24. All right, not too bad. Nugent Hopkins, 24, 6 mil. Not too shabby, a good young player as well. Ryan Strome, he's only 24 as well. He's only getting 2.5 for this year, but is he an upgrade with Jordan Eberle, man? Who knows? So the players around him, apart from like Nugent Hopkins and Lucic, they're not making too crazy of money. I mean, Ryan Strome, 2.5 million. Zach Cassian, who just, I guess, had a mini resurgence this year, 1.95 million. Mark Letestu, 1.8. Patrick Maroon, 1.5. And UC Jokinen, wow, I didn't know he went there. Wow, 1.10. And then there's still Anton Slepyshev, Drake Kajula, Jesse Puljujärvi. They're still on entry-level deals. Well, sorry. Not. Kajula is along with Puljujärvi. And, oh, so is Slepyshev. Okay, good. But they're still on entry-level deals, so they have a pretty good window. But the thing is that window is going to drastically close very, very soon because of those players on entry-level deals. Now, you got the two players you needed to get locked up for the future locked up. You have McDavid, and you now have Draisaitl locked up. Edmonton, you are definitely going to run into problems soon. But you know what? It's like the Penguins. What do? They traded for Phil Kessel, and they have just won 2 back-to-back Stanley Cups. So, in all honesty, like, that makes that deal worth it to them because they got the success they wanted by winning the 2 cups. They won the 1 cup, which is great, but now they just went back-to-back. And heck, they can still go for the 3rd. Hate it all you want, Pens haters, man. I am not a Pens fan. Like, they're not my team. But they still have a very strong chance of going for the 3rd. Sure, they lost Fleury. It was a great... They had 2 starting goalies. How nuts is that? But enough about the Penguins. Back to the Oilers. Draisaitl re-signing is a huge, huge plus for the Edmonton Oilers. And at only 8.5, I think it's a great deal. You can debate it all you want. A player of his caliber for 8.5, he's settled. I think he could have gotten at least 9. I think the conversation started at 10. Well, Leon Draisaitl can't... No, the conversation started at 10. That's what a good agent does. You start high and you settle somewhere down low. So he probably started at 10. I could see him at least getting 9. That wouldn't have been too bad. Wouldn't have been too bad at all, in all honesty. But the Oilers got a good deal for Draisaitl, and I can't wait to see what they can do in the future, man. Him and McDavid is just going to be deadly. Deadly. Oh, my goodness. So, let me know your thoughts on the contract. I'm actually very excited to hear what you guys think. I'm producer guy Phil. I will see you in the next one, Cake Eaters. Stay classy.